The spirit of joy fills me up. I let my heart sing with joy. I welcome joy into my life. It is easier than I realize to experience joy's healing power. Joy fills me up, revitalizing every cell and molecule in my being. I breathe in joy and breathe out sorrow and suffering. I am happier than I've ever been before and don't need a reason to feel this way. I laugh a lot and enjoy even the mundane aspects of life now that joy has become a part of me. My newfound joyful nature attracts people to me who are also joyful, and our mutual happiness increases. Life is wonderful. Can we handle it? How do you find joy?
I love this one so much. I mean, I love them all, Dudley, but this one I love so much. The first line, I let my heart sing with joy. I let my heart sing because, I find myself, my worries or whatever it is, anxieties or whatever it is that comes up, just everyday things, aging, everything, I can let it rob me of my joy, but it's me letting it. And so I feel that first one is like I'm giving myself permission to be joyful. I just love that so much, and enjoying the mundane aspects of my life as well.
Well, thank you, Christina. That's so true. And I like your idea of allowing.
Yeah, I find that joy is also an attitude, but it goes beyond the attitude. Once you get really good at the attitude, then you carry the joy all the time. But if you have that feeling of joy, then when you look at the world around you, you're going to see things that reinforce that joy that's inside of you already. And you're going to find those things out there that are joyful, joy-filling. The more joyous you are, the more joy you'll find things that make you feel happy.
I think for me that joy can be a challenge sometimes when we got the news blast all week about those shootings in Texas. I felt really heavy and laden down, but I think I usually go for a walk every morning, and I walk down to a park that's near the salt water where there's seabirds and etc. And I think just looking at the trees, the flowers, the birds, all that, and the miracle of life gives me joy. Look at all the, there's so much of life that's just an incredibly amazing, spectacular thing, from hearing the sea lions bark to maybe an orca coming by and all the birds and things. I think nature gives me joy, and music certainly gives me joy. But sometimes I need to focus on that, because like I said, that week of those Texas school shootings, I really was struggling with a heavy heart.
So true. I know. I think we all were, and that's why this affirmation this month, starting with joy, is so needed. Because it's interesting, because last month we focused on forgiveness and the heavy stuff, and now we still have to carry that, because how do you even consider forgiving some horrible acts like this? But again, it's going to be a big challenge that we're all going to have to deal with. I remember in my life, I'd always been I'm thinking of my early days and something that got unleashed in me. And we had a car accident. It was before we had our children, or, we were just getting started, and we were in a VW van and driving in upstate New York, and it swirled over, literally rolled over and landed on its tires. But it was I got a concussion, and it was kind of like a near-death experience. And I remember after I got past the anxiety of it, I something just released in me, and it was just like I felt like the gift of life had been given to me. And so sometimes when we experience something really intense or tragic, it can also spark that joy, because we realize we are alive and we have so many blessings. And I don't know, it's just like, how can we take advantage of the gift of this life? That's what my sweetie over here keeps reminding me, right?
Yeah, life's an incredible gift to us all. And that we get to use these bodies for a while and learn what life's about is so interesting. And starting with the joy spot is a good place.
Yeah, I'm on that. It's a challenge. It's a challenge. We got so many things that are conflicting with our, up here, and they're telling us this problem and that problem. And so then we feel heaviness. And so it's a constant cleansing, I think, that we have to do to find that joy in order to
Bring in the smiles. And
well, and it's true. It's like when you want to be a magnet for joy, and you want to support all the other people around you who are suffering, because everyone has been experienced the same sadness that's been happening around our world and the tragedies. And so some people may be less equipped to deal with it. And so the more we can have a sense of joy, and I just feel like it's that childlike feeling that you look at a little baby and a little toddler, and they're just happy. They're happy to be alive. They haven't come across all the challenges yet. So they're really, it's just like, okay, I'm alive. And what did Jesus say? Unless you can be like a little child, you're not going to make it into heaven, because it's just like that. I think that's a big part of it too. Anyway, may we all feel joy.